Hey everyone, I am Legacy, and today we are playing Nancy Drew, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor, which is actually one of my favorites, and I believe one of the first Nancy Drew games I had actually played when I first started playing these games. Oh, crud. I forgot to turn my camera off. Okay, hold on. That's fun. That's really fun. Ah! Oh. Okay. Okay. So, don't mind me. Oh, that's not right. Okay, so technical difficulties as per usual. Let's get back to the actual game after I fix the camera. No camera, no camera. Oh, hey Gage. How are you tonight? Camera. That's what I was trying to fix. Okay. There we go. Oh, I broke it. Again. Okay. So, this is what happens almost every single time I play a Nancy Drew game. I break something, and because, like, the way the game is, and the way the game has to open. Okay, so can we leave that there? Leave my settings the same in OBS, and open the game. Yes! Okay, we're good. I'm doing decent. I am excited to play this game. I don't know if you were here when I said it, but this is one of my absolute favorite Nancy Drew games. And possibly one of the first that I played. Because I believe back in high school is when I first started playing the Nancy Drew games, because I had a laptop. And I don't remember if somebody bought one for me, or if we happened to be in Walmart and I saw them and I asked my mom to buy me one. Cannot for the life of me remember.
To my latest case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Okay.
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Pendleton, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
Night, miss.
Ooh.
Good luck.
I'm so excited. Like, I remember bits and pieces.
Who's there? Hello?
Okay, I remember little things.
There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in. I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you're Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something, too.
Oh, people are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night. Especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so I'm good now. Sorry, I just like to let all the dialogue go through and everything. But anyways, so that's really awesome. You're getting your PC tomorrow. This game came out in 2004, but it looks like, well, actually, yeah, so the original for Windows came out in 2004, and then in 2007 it came out on DVD as a DVD game, but I don't really know what that means. Probably just you could play it on like a DVD player, maybe. I remember also playing this game on my iPad a few years back. I'm really excited. I'm just starting a piece of paper for notes. I need a notebook dedicated to Nancy Drew. Blackmoor Manor notes. Okay, so yeah, I mean, when I first played this, it was probably about 2000, somewhere between 2011 and 2014, I think. Oh, Ludi Sine Gadio Ludi Non Sant. Might be something to remember later on. What's this box? Okay. Haha. Okay, so that's something already. The moons. From this, what is that called? House crest? Like, family crest? But there's 6 sides. There's only 4 in that. Okay, but anyways, another a tapestry, or that's more of a mural, not a tapestry. Very interesting art everywhere. Oh, a telescope?
A tripod.
Or a
For
tripod for a
maybe?
camera. All right. Ooh, one of the alarm clocks. Okay. Phone, cook, or hue. Oh no, that's just the clock. Alrighty, and ooh, Cassiopeia, Gemini, Ursa Major, Hercules, Corvus, Equinoctium Vernum. I don't remember what that means, if I knew, or if I know. Obviously, it's Latin, for anybody who doesn't know. Might not be obvious to everybody.
What goes there?
Oh.
Something fits in here, but what?
Okay, so we already found some puzzles in our room. Cool. Let's keep on, ooh, no. Oh. Hey, 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 hey. Those things are cool. Okay.
Oh, Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
I'm afraid we're busy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, forget it. Stay in Italy as long as you want then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Oh. Where did they go? Okay, I guess I can only go. Oh.
Linda? Hi,
Oh,
it's me,
okay.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
And I'm sorry to have to bother someone in your condition.
My condition? What's my mother told you? What her son-in-law keeps telling me? That it's all in my head? That I'm just an unhappy new bride? That I just need time to adjust? I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry. But that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes. Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
Well, you got
Yeah.
a night.
I did not mean to do that. I opened my phone for a second. Didn't know my volume was on. Okay. Okay.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't really go snooping through her stuff then with her in here. I don't think I was gonna be snooping through her stuff, but you never know. Oh,
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
I have no idea. When I was out there last week, I got fed up and pulled the curtain back. She threw a fit, but otherwise she looked absolutely normal. A little pale, perhaps, but who wouldn't be pale, cooped up like that? Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda, although...
Mrs. Petrov? Are you there?
It's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered, She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
Okay.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something.
Or
somebody.
someone. Ooh.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petroff.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, I almost used the arrow keys. I can't do that in this game. Okay. So why do I feel like this is kind of set up the way one of the other games was? But maybe it's just because I'm familiar with this game. No, there's more doors. There is definitely more doors. Okay. We'll start on this side first. Ooh. Oh, it looks like there's something that can be put there. Tempest Fugit. Hi, Rowan. How are you?
Ah, yes. Are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee. I'm researching the Penvillen family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillens. Until now.
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Family treasure.
Family treasure?
For centuries, the Penvillens have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret. There are several skeletons rattling about in the Penvillen closet. Take, for example, Eleanor Penvillen, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650. Quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
Cromwell. Who was Cromwell?
Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell? Ironsides? I suppose they don't teach history any longer in the U.S. Lady Penvillen was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies, and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells. Some even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
You mentioned some kind of scandal with
I
the
should have asked
Penvillen
about the red
family?
eyes.
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Blackmoor beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvillen, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillen secret.
Oh. Honestly, this one makes me think of, it's one of the Sherlock Holmes stories, but I can't think of which one. I really can't think of which one.
When I was
red eyes.
walking up to the house, I saw something with red eyes that called out to me.
Really? How extraordinary. Are you sure it wasn't just jet lag?
Positive, and I heard it make this kind of growling sound.
Perhaps it was the cursed husband of Eleanor Penvillen, prowling about the moors in search of lost Yanks.
Very funny. I'll let you get back to your work.
Ballet!
Okay. Rowan, I'm good. I am tired, like always, but I'm good, and I am super excited, but I really don't know don't remember a whole lot. I remember the red eyes. I remember the little girl. I remember, like, he doesn't seem so familiar. But the story about the Penvillans, that sounds familiar. Like, the snake in the walls? No, it's, if you've ever seen the show Sherlock, there's an episode based on it. Okay, what's over here? Anything? Oh, I don't think I can snoop right there. Anyone? Ooh, okay. There's gonna be books there that I can look at. Computer. Okay. Ooh, 18th century.
Those are mainly Penelope Penvillen's collections of French novels. She was a patron to a raft of artists, and her salon was quite popular. She was quite the libertine, even kept her maiden name after her marriage.
Oh. Anything? No? Okay.
Woo! Gesundheit.
Donka.
Oh. No, nothing? Okay. Can't go there. Can't go there. I can go to the computer, though.
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Who's Alan?
Alan Penvillen was a noted researcher in computers and languages. Jane let me into his computer, but there was nothing much of interest on it.
What's the password?
I'm not sure.
Oh, of course not. So I have to get the password from her. Okay. Where does this lead? Okay, a hallway. In recognition of Brigitte Penvillen, sponsor of the Essex Cricket Club in 1751.
Wonder what happened in there.
Please stay out of the kitchen until the fire damage is repaired. No? Nothing? Oh, okay. Oh, on the other side of the stairs. I see. What about this one? Oh. This is pretty. Is this where I'm gonna find, Mrs. Blake, was it? Oh, a puzzle here.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
This must be some kind of... Anyone down there?
Oh. Didn't expect that. I feel like that could be a puzzle. I'm probably wrong, but I could be right. Especially because this guy looks like he could be turned. Oh. Aha!
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvillens have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have two other house guests. Our Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillen family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Hi, Brave. How are you today? If you don't mind me calling you Brave.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently, or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Her mother told me she refuses to let anyone see her. Is that true?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell and that in her stead, I must look after matters. Now please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. 2 rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
So you're from England? Then I take it? I absolutely love this game. This is my favorite of the Nancy Drew games that I have played so far.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Well, that's awesome. I really want to visit there one day, and I'm so sorry because that just means if I do, I'm just going to be another tourist there. Water in the well. Okay, yeah, that's a good question.
The conservatory is very beautiful, but why isn't there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water. That is until my brother died. And then it just dried up. Most of these plants were brought over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors. But it gradually learned proper manners.
You're too kind. I appreciate that.
Who is Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot.
Oh, a parrot,
She must
okay.
be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
I will say, I'm pretty sure I did know that, because I have had to take care of a few parrots before, and, like, they had health issues. I didn't think that they would have, like, parrots, some birds get anxiety, just like humans do. Like, all creatures on Earth get anxiety.
Goodbye.
Run along.
That was not what I meant to click.
These constant intrusions are most irksome.
Do you know what the password is for the computer in the library?
No, that was my brother's toy.
Goodbye.
Run along.
Of course it was. Okay, well, I got a little bit from her.
Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
You and your mother's intense personalities? Okay, so I already looked at that. Okay, so we can go back up. Let's go up. Back up here, and then I guess we'll look upstairs. If it'll, or go back upstairs and look. Because that was all there was, right? Yeah. Okay, this one. This
Looks
is
like
another.
a piece is missing.
So that would be like a full moon piece. I wonder if we can go talk to Jane now. Oh, no. Wrong room. Sorry! Let's keep going. This room. Or is this our room?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here. I'm Jane. I know you've come to visit my stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop by whenever you get the chance. Oh, we'll have such fun. Let's play a game.
She did that elderly thing where she repeats what I just said. Mother, so we need to get 3 chicks across the river, and I'm like muttering under my breath that that's what I just said. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, love it if you could pop by whenever you get a chance. Oh, we'll have such fun.
Sure, Jane. What would you like to play?
Let's play this card game I found in your room. Actually, it's Bridget's room. I mean, it used to be her room. I mean, she died like 300 years ago.
Oh, goodness.
You can see a painting of her in the Great Hall. She's the one with the telescope. Okay,
so
you
it was
have
a
to match up
telescope.
a pair of constellations. I made all the matches in 40 tries. Try to beat my record.
Oh, dear. Okay. 6 by 4, that's 24. So that's 12. Anyways. Oh, God. I think it lagged. Come on. Lyra. Mosca? Okay. Cassiopeia. Columba. Lyra? No. It was this one. No. This is gonna be terrible. Oh! Nope. There we go. We're getting there. No, this is terrible. This one is gross? Yes. Corvus. I swear I've seen Corvus like 4 times. Columba. Nope. Columba. Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia. Corvus. Nope. Corona. Cygnus. Corvus. Corvus is this one. There we go.
You beat my score.
Oh, I still did it.
That
Heck
was
yeah.
fun, but I'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, what do you want to know? About Mummy? I mean, Linda. I do hope you'll help. She's been a bit out of sorts lately.
Do you know why she doesn't want to be seen?
I think maybe it's because of the lady in black. I was playing in Mummy's room when she wasn't there, and when I looked up, there was a lady all dressed in black putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
Did you recognize the woman?
I couldn't see her face because she wore a cape with a hood. The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly. I don't want to think about that. Let's play a game. It will cheer me up.
Not right
Okay,
now,
well.
but maybe later.
You can come in anytime you want, even if I'm not here. I've got some really smashing things. I'm so happy you've come, Nancy. I hope you can make Mummy feel better.
She is so sweet. Oh. An introduction to runes. Runes are a set of symbols that came to Britain with the ancient Germanic people who immigrated to the country around 450 AD. They were used throughout Northern Europe during the Dark Ages, which lasted from around 500 AD to 1500 AD. Because these symbols were used for writing, among other things, they can be termed an alphabet. The original runic alphabet was made up of 24 symbols and is known as the Elder Futhark. The first 6 runes spell out the word Futhark. The runes were comprised of straight lines so that they could be easily cut into wood or stone. Hilariously enough, she wrote down the solution from Strategy Wiki and read it back to me wrong. And said that solution is wrong, and I did it, and it was right. Oh, gosh. That's funny. Okay, so the first spells out Futhark. Oh, okay. The Elder Futhark is divided into 3 Atir, or groups of 8. Freya's 8, Is that 8? Thurisaz and Ansas. I'm butchering these, I'm sure. Okay. Well, I wonder, I might need to, I'm gonna write it down. Just because. I normally do this. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. I'm gonna take a picture. Oh my god, Rowan. I mean, I don't know that you're necessarily wrong. But okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this one too. Because I know I'm gonna need these, and I know I'm gonna write them wrong and then have to go back and look. Each rune not only represents a letter, but an object or a being as well. As a result, each rune is associated with specific characteristics or events. For example, that symbol is called Othala, and not only represents the letter O, it also means ancestral property, which can connote home, everything that is important to someone, security, support, experience, etc. Because each rune has an intrinsic meaning, people in the Dark Ages would sometimes randomly choose a series of runes, i.e., draw them from a bag or cast them on the ground, and try to tell the future from the juxtaposition of their meanings. Okay. Ooh, monsters.
That to me when I was in the library once. I think he was hoping it would scare me, but it didn't. I'm too smart to believe in that sort of stuff.
Werewolves, lycanthropy. University of Manhattan. Since ancient times, the cunning savagery of wolves has both terrified and awed the humans with whom they came into contact. In Europe, where wolves were a constant threat to livestock, and allegedly to small children and lone travelers, legends as to their evil viciousness became widespread. Predictably, one of these legends involved humans who could transform themselves into wolves. These creatures were called werewolves. Were means man. And the transformation came to be known as lycanthropy. And if I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. What? The symptoms of lycanthropy? Or lycanthropy? Would it be lycanthropy? I think it would be lycanthropy. I'm going to try to say it that way now. Descriptions of werewolves and the transformation process itself have varied greatly throughout the ages. Some lycanthropes assume the precise appearance of a wolf. Others turn into something that was half human, half beast. Sometimes the change was permanent. Sometimes lycanthropes would change form at will. Sometimes environmental factors brought about the transformation. The symptoms and duration of the werewolf's condition depend on the curse that initiated the particular case of lycanthropy. In general, victims who were destined to alter their form permanently usually appeared pale. Fatigue was a frequent complaint, as well as weak vision, a dry tongue, and constant thirst. These symptoms usually accompanied or were soon followed by hair growth, especially on the face and hands. Fingernails grew long, and the eyes gradually changed shape and color. The victim's personality also changed. He, or she, became increasingly ill-tempered and aggressive. As the transformation grew more apparent, the victim usually went into hiding, returning to society only to satisfy its newfound appetite for human flesh. For temporary victims who could change their appearance at will, or who were involuntarily transformed by the sound of a wolf's nocturnal howl or by a full moon, I can't say it, oh my god. Lycanthropic symptoms occurred not over time, but quickly, almost instantaneously. They were forced to assume human form again at sunrise, either by shedding their hair, claws, and fangs, or by taking off their skin and hiding it intact. That is disgusting. That is just absolutely gross. Such a lycanthrope would reportedly suffer the same fate as its shed skin. If it was found and destroyed, the werewolf would likewise be destroyed. According to legend, those who voluntarily became werewolves obtained the ability to change their form through sorcery. Involuntary lycanthropes were people who had been cursed by someone they had wronged, or had been bitten by or born to a werewolf. Since there was no cure, and since most werewolves were thought to be immortal, these unfortunate beings were compelled to lead dark, desperate lives until they were felled by a fatal wound to the brain or heart. That they could only be destroyed by a silver bullet is a modern embellishment. Why? The reasons for lycanthropy. Psychology plays a significant role in lycanthropy. Wanting to imitate, if not actually become, the thing or person that one fears the most seems to be part of a human nature. Far from being a universal phenomenon, werewolves are unknown in regions where there are no wolves. Instead, people spread tales of werebears or were-tigers or were-crocodiles, whichever animal is most feared. The old saying, if you can't beat them, join them, goes a long way in explaining the source and longevity of the many monster legends. More important, throughout history, there have been instances of people who actually were werewolves, in their own minds at least. Convinced that they had been cursed, they presented all the physical symptoms of lycanthropy, and often behaved violently. Because they fully believed that they had become werewolves, they acted like werewolves. As a result, the people around them treated them like werewolves, which only reinforced their delusion, thus trapping them in a vicious circle. Vicious circle. Some random guy. They must be unhappy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, a werewolf just chilling in the field. The psychological disorder was no doubt prevalent in the Middle Ages, when belief in sorcery, curses, and creatures such as werewolves was commonplace. The power of suggestion cannot be underestimated, especially in places where education is minimal and superstition passes for truth. Instances of lycanthropic disorder are rare in modern times, although it is possible that many cases go unreported due to misdiagnosis or familial embarrassment. For research, psychologists such as myself, information gathering is a never-ending process. If you believe you know someone who has undergone a lycanthropic metamorphosis, please contact me. Oh my god. I was like the disclaimer at the end of a commercial. That's how that felt. Okay, anything else while I'm right here? No? Okay, cool. She has an easy bake oven?
I use that to make cakes for Lulu the parrot. That's why the ingredients are so nasty. Like, I would eat mealworms. Aren't you glad we don't have to use that thing to cook our food?
I saw the kitchen. What happened to it?
I guess you could say I happened to it. But it
Oh
was
my
Ethel's
gosh.
fault. She inspired me to study the oxidation rates of different kinds of cookie doughs. Only my snickerdoodle experiment got away from me.
Feel yourselves howling at the moon, call me. I love that. That was pretty much what it was, yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I remember having to make food for Lulu later.
What is this book?
Don't know, really. Ethel gave it to me. She said it belonged to my grandfather. Do you think Brady Armstrong is cute?
Ooh. Okay, those symbols are neat. I like that. Hard detective pass, yes. Oh. That's different. Okay.
Each of those cups seems to be associated with a Roman numeral.
Oh, they do. Okay. I'm not writing all of this down. I'm taking pictures. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to come back to this, I think, for something or another later to decipher it all, because this is a lot. I'm not taking pictures of all of this now. Okay.
Who's this?
That's my mum, my real mum. She's an opera singer. It's not like she's famous or anything, but she does live in Paris.
I feel like I've heard, like, mostly in media, of people, like, going from the UK, like, anywhere in the UK, like, moving to Paris for this or that. Anyone else getting Roman Indiana Jones vibes? Don't choose the wrong cup. Oh, yes. So I've played this game before. I just don't remember a lot of things from it. Ooh, this is important.
By Charles Pemberlin way back in like the 1500s. When I read it, it seemed really familiar, you know?
As the moon rises upon thee, fear not, but draw upon the strength of absent friends, and toast to their memories in happiness and wonder. With the stalwart heart of a knight, let charity be thy guiding angel. Stay firm in the knowledge as a dedicated geometer? Is that a G? Yeah. And fear not the ravages of Father Time. For, dear child, as you learn the lessons of folly, the secrets of this world shall dawn in thy soul. Okay, hold up. Where is it? See? Oh. No, I guess, unless W, C, S, no, A, W, C, S, F, T, no. I thought there was something I saw hidden in it, but I think it looks like it's all correct. Like a code of some sort. I love that she doesn't care that I'm just, like, looking around here. Snooping. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely see it. I was like, she looks like... I almost was thinking Katherine Heigl, because the blonde, but that was the only reason. Nicole Kidman, I could see that one.
Looks like you're learning some interesting stuff.
Bet you wouldn't say that if you were the one who had to learn it.
Debatable. Okay. 6 to 2 o'clock. Okay. 6 a.m. to 2 o'clock? Jeez.
You had a guinea pig?
Yes, but it died.
Oh no, it died.
I don't know. I'd really rather not think about it, alright?
Okay. Can I look in? Okay. No, I can't really do anything else. So we're... Our sleuthing is about done in here, looks like. Okay. Did anybody else see that? What the heck? Those eyes moved. What the heck? Okay. And my door is the one with the moons. Okay. So we're at a good spot. There's something in my phone. I don't know what exactly is. Hi, bye. No email service abroad. I could call, but I'm not. Oh. Internet browser, most likely. Okay, so yeah, it was something in the internet browser that was why that had a notification there. Now let's see what we have done and have not done. I went as long as I could without checking. Note to self when a task has been completed. Remember to check it off.
I'm finished with that.
Figure out where the conservatory is and talk to Mrs. Drake.
Check.
Talk to Linda. Yes.
I'm finished with that.
Go to see Nigel.
I'm finished with that.
Talk to Jane.
Check.
Ask Linda if she knows anything about the lady in black. Still gotta ask her about that. Figure out how to open the little box in my room. Oh, it has 5 animals on it. I thought it would have 6. Gotcha. Okay, so we have to look at her coat of arms. Oh, well, I already did. Find out more about the stars and see if those star charts in my room can help me figure out how to open the little box. Web search. Okay, so all of that. Wait, what? Means web search. Okay, why the stars seem to move? I guess. Why the stars seem to move. To someone standing on the earth as it is, I can't read. What the heck? As it makes its annual journey around the sun appears to move through the path surrounding the stars on a predictable path. This path is called the ecliptic, and the 12 constellations, groups or patterns of stars as seen from the earth, through which the sun seems to pass, are known as the zodiac. The planets also appear to move through the zodiac, and like the constellations, they have been named after Roman and Greek gods. I appreciate that, Brave. I always have little like, I did really good earlier, and then I'll have, like, moments where I, like, stutter. I'm like, I keep adding words in that are not there, so when I'm reading it, it makes me, it's terrible. But it's okay. Okay. Mars, god of war. Venus, goddess of love. Mercury, messenger of the gods, often portrayed with winged feet and staff. Pluto, god of the underworld. Really? Didn't know that. Jupiter, god of thunder and lightning. Saturn, god of time. I might have known that. Like, all of this. It's just been a while. Uranus, god of the sky. Neptune, god of the oceans. These and many other heavenly bodies appear and disappear from the sky throughout the year because the Earth is tilted on its axis at 23.5-degree angle. Because of this tilt, the angle of the sun relative to the equator varies throughout the year, so that no day or night is ever precisely the same length. The longest day and the shortest night is also known as the summer solstice or solstitium. Solstitium? Hopefully I don't have to say that again. Which takes place around June 21st. The shortest day and the longest night is known as the winter solstice, or Bruma, which occurs around December 21st. The tilt of the Earth also results in the spring, or vernal, and fall, or autumnal, equinoxes. Around March 21st, or equinoctum vernum, September 21st, equinoctum autumnalis. Okay, that's the equinox. Gotcha. Vernum is March, autumnalis is September. The sun at noon is halfway between its highest and lowest points in the sky, resulting in days and nights that are nearly equal in length. Okay, so that's what was written on a couple of the things downstairs. I appreciate you, Brave. I don't think anybody ever judges me for it, but, like, you know, that self-conscious thing is there anyways. Okay. So the sun at noon is halfway between its highest and lowest points in the sky. Oh, no. Okay. That's I don't know how that helps me, though. I should know how that helps me, but so far, I don't. North, south. Okay. My mother made me laugh when we played Professor Layton. She said, "I hate this. Can we skip this?" And I said, "Sure, we can skip all the way to the credits." And she said, relieved. Oh, really? And you said no. That's great. What is that? Is that a game, Professor Layton? Or is that another Nancy Drew game you're referring to? Hi, Creeping Waters. How are you? I love these games. I really genuinely do. Okay. So we just gotta figure out which of the symbols correlates with the different... Because there's only 4 on here, so it's gonna have to correlate with this. Wait, if there's 5 sides that have a thing, then one of them is all black. Oh, okay. But the question is which ones per se. Oh. It correlates to constellations, doesn't it? A game franchise on the DS. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that one. Okay. Why stars seem to move. Okay. Well, let's see something. Okay. We just read a book that was about the constellations, didn't we? Recently? There was something somewhere that... Or was it a book? Or was it... Okay. Hercules, Corvus, Cassiopeia, Gemini, Ursa Major. Oh! Okay. And this is the solstice one. There's different ones. Get a constellation prize. But that's great. I haven't played a game like this in years. Used to be really into them. Yes, so this is okay, so if I remember correctly, out of the 4 games that I remember having when I was younger, this was one of the first that I played. I love these. It's so, I mean, they're not, some of the puzzles are not simple. I struggle with them now. I remember struggling with some of them when I was younger too, but I had this game probably back in like 2011, 2014, somewhere between there is when I got this game. But I have beat this game on my tablet, but I don't know if the tablet version is simplified, but okay. Oh, okay. I have an idea. It might be a far-fetched idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. So that's a lynx, a lion. It's either a snake or a dragon. I'm writing snake. I don't know. A rabbit. And, oh, that is Pisces. That is Pisces all the way. Okay. I think I'm getting there. And that should put us back around to the dragon snake thingamajigger. Yes, they're so nice. It's so nice to play puzzle games like this, honestly. It's not quite as chaotic, except for, like, there's a couple of spots in each of these games where it does get chaotic, and it's time sensitive, and, like, I die a lot. Sometimes literally, sometimes being figuratively. Like, I get caught by the bad person and whatnot. But, and I always have a handy dandy piece of paper here. Okay, so I believe we're looking for... Okay, so on the crest of arms, there is basically a compass. And so it's got the different colors and the different phases of the moon on it. So I think for that box, we're to figure out where it correlates on these maps, I guess you would call them maps, for each specific constellation. There we go. So the lynx is north. Excuse me. Pegasus, Sagittarius. I don't know what that says. Ursa Major, Cassiopeia, Taurus. I don't think there was... No, there wasn't anything for Taurus on there. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, this is it. Okay, so that I had it wrong, but I had it right. I was getting there. Yeah, I might pick up when I get the chance. Okay, so I feel that because I have such a large, like, I have a list right now that I'm working through of games, including the Nancy Drew games. So I'm just, like, playing a couple of the other games, then playing another Nancy Drew games. I own all of the Nancy Drew games at this time because they were on sale last summer. So I went ahead and bought them all. Because I already planned on buying them all and running through them. Okay, so it's Bruma. Okay, and so it's going to be Lynx in the middle. Draco. Oh, it was a dragon. I was right. I second guessed myself. Pisces. Capus? Is that a K? No, that's an L. Okay. Lapis and Leo. Yeah, no, these games honestly are like my favorites. Like when I started streaming, my goal was gonna be I'm going to play all of these on stream one day. And I'm doing it. It's great. Okay, so this one, oh shoot. Okay, this one is Draco. So Draco is north and it's red. Oh. Okay. All the way red. There we go. So Leo is red, but oh. I hit the wrong, don't mind me. There we go. Perfect. Lynx is gonna be all black, so it's gonna be, I don't think it has to be, it just has to be covered. Lapis, or the rabbit, is gonna be green, half and half. Perfect. And last but not least, Pisces is gonna be blue, which is fitting. Ooh, all the Resident Evils. That
Wonder what this
would be fun.
This lens is supposed to go into a telescope that sits on a tripod.
Haha, I knew it was for a telescope. That was from a memory then. Perfect. Okay. Well, can I pick that up? Okay, I guess not. It's fine. I know it's for a telescope. Oh, a book.
John Penvillin.
Granny and the Water Fairy. In a faraway place beside a pond since gone dry, there lived a frog named Granny. Granny was content to live by himself and never ventured into the pond, for back then it was a fearsome place, full of crocodiles that lurked beneath the surface, just waiting for a tasty little morsel like Granny to swim by. But one day, a beautiful princess appeared on the other side of the pond. Like Granny, she was by herself, for she had been unfairly banished from her father's kingdom. Sometimes at night, Granny could hear her singing sad songs and talking to herself out of loneliness. He longed to swim across the pond so they could keep each other company, but he knew the crocodiles would eat him if he tried. So he sat on the shore, croaking mournfully in the moonlight, all alone. Then, one day, a kind-hearted water fairy appeared in the mist above the swamp that surrounded the pond, and told Granny that she would help him cross the pond so that he and the princess could be together. How? Granny asked. I cannot swim across, for the crocodiles are fast and fierce, and have eaten more friends and relatives than I dare to count. You will not have to swim, the water fairy replied, for I shall make a path for you. And don't forget, crocodiles tend to hide in the middle of the pond and near trees, and they hate boats. With that, a lily pad suddenly appeared in the pond in front of Granny. He summoned his courage and hopped onto it. Then another lily pad appeared, and after that, another, then another. Granny leapt from one to the next, his tiny heart pounding in his chest, until at long last he leapt from the last lily pad onto the dock where the princess sat. She was delighted to see the little frog, and when she realized that Granny had made the perilous journey across the pond just to be with her, she smiled for the first time since her banishment. So grateful was she for Granny's company that she gave the water fairy a gift, a bright red key, which the water fairy soon put to use. And the three lived happily ever after. What Oh, I feel like that's a clue about something. A red key. But maybe we'll need a red key for something? Hi, Ramel. How are you? Actually, let's look at the notes, see if it added something in. No, okay. So we gotta talk to Linda, we gotta talk to Jane.
I'm finished with
We've got
that.
that.
Can't check that off till it's done.
Huh?
Can't check that off yet.
Why? I looked at it. I figured out. I opened the box.
Check.
Sometimes it's so broken. Okay. We still gotta find out the password. Let's try to call Hugh. I was meaning to do that before.
Hugh Penvillin here.
Hello, Mr. Penvillin. This is Nancy Drew. I'm the one who's visiting Linda. You know, from the United States, across the pond.
Yes, of course. Are you at Blackmoor?
Yes, I am, and I've talked to Linda.
Good for you, because frankly, that's something I've been quite unable to do lately. These temper tantrums of hers make rational discourse well nigh impossible.
Hmm? Temper tantrums?
She gets angry for no reason?
Absolutely none.
Oh.
We'll be talking on the phone about the weather or Jane's lessons or something equally innocuous, and suddenly she'll be bellowing at me and slamming the phone down.
Okay, so lycanthropy, angry new bride. Seems to go together. Red eyes in the yard, lawn, outside the house, whatever you want to call it.
There must be something that sets her off.
Everything sets her off. I promise you, these rages of hers are totally uncalled for and quite unbearable. I love her dearly, but she's making things very difficult.
I understand that Mrs. Drake is your aunt?
Yes, Aunt Letitia. We're not very close, however. She's always been rather aloof, much more interested in being a Penvillin than a person, if you know what I mean.
Does Linda get along with her?
As far as I know, yes. Although I have caught my aunt eyeing Linda strangely at times. And of course, there's the 6-month habitation clause.
Huh?
The what?
According to the Penvillin rules of inheritance, the spouse of Blackmoor Manor's current owner, that would be Linda since I'm the current owner, the spouse of the current owner must reside in the manor for at least 6 months. Should she or he leave the manor before 6 months is up, ownership of 1/2 of the estate immediately passes to the next legal heir.
And that would be Mrs. Drake.
Oh.
I met your daughter Jane.
Quite the bundle of energy, isn't she?
How long have you and her mother been divorced?
Renee and I were divorced almost 2 years ago. Jane went into a bit of a tailspin for a while, but she's come to adore Linda. She's been calling her mummy since the day we were married.
Oh.
Have you spent much time on your father's computer? The one that's in the library?
I dare say I've never touched it. Mathematics, computer science, linguistics, all the things that fascinated my scholarly father bored me to tears. He gave up on me quite early on. With Jane, however, it was a different story.
What do you mean?
From the day she was born, my father doted on her, far more than he ever doted on me. Read to her, bought her books, games. Truth be told, I was a bit jealous. He passed away when she was still a toddler, so it's unlikely she remembers all the attention he showered on her. But I do, and I still find it so out of character as to be mystifying.
It was nice talking to you.
This is an extremely busy time for me, so I apologize in advance if you call and I'm unavailable.
I understand.
Good. Cheerio.
Okay. There's some new things. What? No? Okay. Well, let's see if we can go talk to... Well, we're gonna have to talk to Jane again, too. Oh, there's stairs.
Sleeping.
Oh. Is it late, then? It must be late. Okay, so... Yay! Okay, I did it right.
What is that?
What the heck?
Oh, maybe I'd better have a look around.
Yeah. What the heck? Why is it so light in here? Go up the stairs. Oh! What the heck? Oh. Yeah, like, that's what it sounded like, is little gremlins, or like... Okay, another puzzle. But it also sounded like somebody trying to do an exorcism?
This must be Mrs. Drake's room.
Well. Yep.
Oh,
that's just the parrot.
Now go to your room.
Go to my room?
Everyone's sleeping. Go to your room and set your clock.
What time do most people get up around here?
6 a.m. 6 a.m. Set your clock for 6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Pay no attention to the bird behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the bird behind the curtain. I love that. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, back to bed. Let's try this again. Alarm. 6 a.m. Woo! I hate alarm clocks. Okay.
What's that?
He was Randolph's grandson and the first initiate. Odo did not have the proper qualities for Randolph's instruction.
Because he was stupid?
No, Jane. It's because Randolph believed that the proper qualities skip every generation. We talked about that, remember?
I guess.
Milo was a great soldier, just like his grandfather. And with his grandfather's help, he was victorious at Caen.
That was a battle fought in 1417, during the 100 Years' War.
That's right.
But I don't understand something. The 100 Years' War lasted longer than 100 years, right? So why do they call it that? Why don't they call it the 116-year war, huh?
Oh my, look at the time. We need to go over your geometry. Please open your book to page 46 and read silently.
Why is she avoiding that question?
I'm sorry to bother you again, but Jane told me about the lady in black.
What lady in black? Jane never said anything to me about a lady in black. That kid is so weird. I just don't get her.
She seems very concerned about you.
Yes, I know. I just don't know how to be a stepmother to her. She's just so strange. Look, just forget about me. You can't help me, and that's that. I'm sorry.
Linda, you have to give me a chance. Everyone is so worried about you. If you just tell me what's happened, maybe I could help. Linda, I made a promise to your mother and I plan to keep it. I'm here for you when you need me.
Okay, well, maybe I can snoop a little bit, not much. I guess it's not really snooping, just glancing at it. Alrighty, well, what are we to do now? So we got one puzzle done. Last night I awoke to sounds of this very strange, spooky chanting. Still have no idea what it was or where it came from. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to wait until later to talk to Jane. Figure out in what order to pull those levers at the top of those noisy stairs. Well, Maybe if we go back up the stairs, we'll kind of figure it out. Because it's probably, the stairs themselves are probably a hint on how to do it. So... I'm writing it down as I go. Okay. Good old Nancy keeping those promises. Yes. Okay, well, we don't need those two last ones. Okay, so it was bling, whoop, bing. Oh, crap. Okay. So it was bling, boop, wah, blooding, boop, wah. No? Oh, it did! Whoa, I had it right. What is the key for, though? That was a good puzzle. I like that. Okay, it's 6:14. Oh. Oh, what's this?
I need the key.
Did I just get the key for this door without realizing it?
I need the key.
I have a key. Is it not the right key?
I need the key.
Darn it. Okay, but what is this key for then? What is it for? Gonna talk to the bird. Thanks.
Hello.
How good are you at giving hints?
Tell your troubles to Lulu.
Would you happen to know the password for the computer in the library that used to belong to Alan?
Jane has the answer. Jane knows the word. Jane can be so helpful. You'd think she was a bird.
Bye, bird.
Bye, bird.
Oh my gosh, I love Lulu.
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
I once worked at a kennel that boarded birds, and they had a bird that came in and boarded for a few days at a time, a couple times while I was working there. And she would like whistle Adam's Family and then do the clicks for the snaps. Oh, she was such a good bird. Okay. So we need something for this. And then I think there was another one over here.
Looks like a piece is missing.
This one looks like there's pieces missing too. Ooh, what's this? Oh.
It stopped working.
No. Okay.
I need something to wind it up.
Something to wind it up. Okay. So progress is being made. Okay, so this is Bridget. I'm not sure who this is. And then this one. Okay. Well, oh, wait. I didn't... Oh, come on. Will it let me? No, it doesn't let me look at the clock. Okay, so there's a lot of, like, different family crests. Yeah, exactly. Other than insanely creepy. For sure.
I'd better stay inside. If I track mud in the house, Mrs. Drake will kill me.
That's true. Or whatever's out there lurking. Okay. Can we talk to... Oh, I can snoop. Little snoop-a-doop. Fingertips for typing notes. Oh, that's a lot of notes. Do we have time, though, really? To Nigel. Nigel, I'm very intrigued by what you've learned so far at Blackmoor. Good work. I can definitely see this as a bestseller if you deliver the goods. Or should I say, goodies. Ledmilla. It's an interesting name. Anything else I can snoop? Okay. So I don't think I need to be reading his chapters, per se. But that's a little interesting learn. The email I saw from Nigel's publisher made it sound as if Nigel is more interested in writing a bestseller than a serious, i.e. boring, history of the Penvillains. Could he be trying to make it seem as if the Beast of Blackmoor has come back to life just to create a market for his book? I wonder. It's possible. It is very possible. Is she already down here? If she is, I wonder if we can look in her room. Because someone did say that she spends most of her time down here. Yes, okay. Let's see what I can look at over here first. Anything? No, okay. What? Oh, fix the card playing automation or automaton in the Great Hall somehow. Oh wait, I can check something off. Figure out how the levers go.
That's done.
Find out what's making all those weird noises in the upstairs hallway. Oh, yeah, I did that. I still have to ask Jane about the telescope, but we're gonna wait until she's done with her lessons to talk to her. But for now, I think we should be able to go into this room.
Guess she's not in her room. Guess she's not in her room. Guess she's not in her room. Oh, come on.
I can't go in there? That's stinky. Oh, my bad. Don't want to bother Linda right now. 6:31.
I'm afraid we're busy.
Oh, okay. Could this be where the key goes?
The key fits, but it won't turn. I need to put some kind of grease in there first.
Where are we getting this grease from? Okay. I would think the kitchen. Or if we order food. Can we order food? Sometimes it's something crafty like that. I mean, it is early.
Sorry, chum. The Boar's Head pub is closed. Bring us back after 8 come day's dawning.
Okay. Can I set the alarm for 8 o'clock? Yay! Perfect. Oh, wait. I was gonna order something.
Boar's Head pub, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'm supposed to call you if I want some food.
Right. Nancy Drew, out at the old Blackmoor Manor, are you? You must be Hank Marvin up there. Pity about your kitchen, but we'll fix you up for some Becks and posh. Just tell me what you'd like.
Okay. What do you have?
We've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, a real fine pinky and perky, and a delicious dog's eye, me fork and knife, just rubber-ducked.
What?
Hello?
Could you repeat that?
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, pinky and perky, and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
And they're all Robin Hood? What? I mean, I know what bangers and mash is. I think. It's like sausage, isn't it? Something like that. Here's a shocker. Not every English person talks like they're out of Oliver Twist East End. Oh, I know. One of my good friends is actually from there, but she lives in the States. Another streamer that I've met. And she, in fact, does not talk like that. I just want to know what these are. Like, loop-de-loop? What is that? I'm trying to think what the best option would be. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. I definitely appreciate the translation. Oh, Sorry. Checking notifications on my phone. Let's see.
I'll have some loop-de-loop.
Okay, one loop-de-loop. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
Okay.
Alright then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Oh, and we've got no hot potato about, so it might take a bit, but we'll have it up to you in no time. Fish and taters.
Fish and taters. I love it. Okay, well. 'Tis what it is. The snakes look cool. Don't Ask Brave. He's from southwest of London where we talk the Queen's English. Okay, so I just want to point out something cool. Like, or something, for one, something that I love about the UK in general is there's so many different accents that I have heard from the UK, the various parts of the UK, whether you're in the England portion or like if you're up north in Scotland, like just the different dialects and the different accents. I love it. There's so much variety. And like, have you ever watched Grey's Anatomy? Because I have a fun fact for you if you haven't. Okay, well, let's like fast forward to the time when I can ask her things, because I don't think I can really do anything. Well, when would the food be here, actually? Is it gonna be in the room? Or is it gonna be like, oh, no, I don't have anything for that yet. Let's just keep looking. Dysfunctional is Picasso painting. Okay, so like the fun facts that I learned more recently, because I've watched Grey's Anatomy a few different times, right? Well, I found out that the actress who plays Jo Wilson, Camilla Luddington is the actress's name, she's actually British, like really British. But there's also another actor who is Scottish, but their characters are American. So like you hear him talk off screen and he's just like full-blown Scotsman, like thick accent. And then she's got this dainty British accent and I love it so much, but it almost sounds like a stereotype, and I mean that in a good, like, not, I don't mean that in a bad way, it just, that's how it sounds to me. Like, I know it's her actual accent, but the fun fact is actually that she can't go in and out of her accent really quick. I watched a video of her talking about this, but like Kevin McKidd, who plays Owen Hunt, he can switch back and forth between accents very quickly. Like if there's a blooper or something, he's back into his regular accent if he's not, like, if they're not directly filming. Whereas she kind of has to put herself into a mode of speaking in the other accent the entire time that they're filming, whether they're not filming at that time and they had cut and then going back into it. Like, no, she talks in the American accent the whole time that they're filming that day until they're done for the day, is my understanding of what she was saying. This dude is creepy. Okay, well, let's just keep I'm gonna keep looking, see if we can find anything that we can like click. Novus Mundus. Oh, hi. Oh, who are you? You have the gargoyle statue in your background. Scary. I mean, even not knowing the character fully, it's still a cool little tidbit. Especially if you've ever been interested in like acting or like watching videos of like that kind of world. Huh. Prosperitus. Victim in video silente. In hoc signo. The Scottish accent can go full on Shrek with Glasgow or posh like David Tennant if you go to Dundee. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Shrek. Oh my god, I love that. I love the comparison. That's great. Okay. So another fun fact is I grew up with my dad telling me that we were Scottish, like on his side of the family. And which we are. Don't get me wrong on that. We are. But I guess he did research, and I believe he did the research. I don't know how accurate the research was, but that we were a decent amount Scottish and like potentially descended from a previous Scottish king. Again, not impossible. However, you tell that to a little girl, she's gonna run around telling people that she's a princess. It was me. I ran around telling people I was a princess because of that. Oh, I see. Okay, maybe I did it now. Which I actually found out that I am just as much Scottish as I am Irish. I feel my job as a museum director as I work in the Natural History Museum and the British Museum. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that. Like, do you enjoy your job? Oh, too bad you weren't here when I played the Scarlet Hand. That nancydrew game. Because that was actually at a museum. Jane said the room I'm staying in used to be Bridget. Okay.
That's done.
I finally looked at her coat of arms because it was in the hallway. That's what I was missing. What time is it now? 8:28. We still have a little bit though before she's done. Oh, okay. No, I don't want to go out there yet. I want to keep... Oh, no, I guess I do need to go out there. I don't know what else I can... Did something right here move? Okay, so I can't look in her room. Maybe I can talk to her again. It has its ups and downs. Oh, okay. You're part Irish but was born in London, so that's why people consider me as plastic Irish, like an Irish Regina George. Then I feel full, pure Irish Liam Neeson. Oh. I mean, I know that there's a lot of... I feel like there's still, like, a feud between the Irish and the British. It has its ups and downs. I mean, I feel like that's any job, honestly.
Yes?
I'd like to play the card machine in the Great Hall, but it's broken.
It's not broken. I removed its crank, as it was proving to be too much of a distraction for Jane. I suppose I could see where it's gone to. But in the meantime, be a dear and do something for me, would you?
Sure.
Do you see that hodgepodge of plants over there? They're my prize seedlings. I had them perfectly arranged in that box, so I could easily move them about to catch the light. Unfortunately, Jane took all of them out when I wasn't looking. And now for the life of me, I cannot get them back in the box so that they all fit. Why don't you give it a try while I see about that crank? If we both succeed, we shall both be happy, if you catch my meaning. Remember, they must all fit in that box.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, that's not gonna work, I don't think. Okay, well, there's another square. Oh, it's a little square. I mean, my job at the museum is very stressful because I have a lot of responsibility being the overseer of the whole museum and guests. No, that's fair. That is definitely fair. That is a lot of responsibility for sure. I've always tried to put myself in situations where I don't have to oversee everybody. And I feel like I always end up in a situation where I'm trustworthy enough that I am not technically overseeing everybody, but at the same time I'm still micromanaging people. Okay. Oh no. I think I goofed up. Wait. Oh, I don't think there's one thin enough to go there, though. Because this can fit here. This little guy can fit here. This one here. There's not enough room. Okay. Oh, I can write... Well, that helps me. We were talking about a footfall of over 50,000 people a day. Oh yeah, that would definitely be stressful. That's a lot. That's unimaginable stress. Well, props to you, because I'm sure you do a wonderful job at it. Probably better than I could. Technology helps a great deal. The 3 museums have some James Bond tech. Ooh, fancy. I feel like everywhere I've worked has had cameras, at the least. Okay. And then this one can go up here. You fit there. I wish they clicked in. That would make my life easier. I'd know if I was doing it right. Oh no. Oh no. We were so close. Ugh. Okay, so maybe this one here. No. Okay. Maybe if I put the little ones in first and then the bigger ones. Your team is amazing. Oh, that's perfect. That definitely makes or breaks it. Like, the job I have, I won't give too many details, but like, we have a good little combination of people. Like, we all seem that I've experienced, at least as far as who I've worked with, and like when we have meetings and whatnot, we all seem to work really well together. Like, our manager gives us goals and we crush those goals. Like, it's great. Okay, so Natural History Museum has cameras, invisible tripwires, and thumb locks. That's to name a few. Okay, so you were not kidding when you said James Bond tech. That is really cool. I didn't think you were kidding. Just to clear the air on that, but like, definitely neato. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm doing good now, right? We gotta be doing good now. No. No, we are not doing good. Well, maybe here? Oh, there's two of these that are the same size. Oh. Okay. Okay, okay. That will not fit there. That can maybe go last. Ugh. Okay. This one here. This one here. No. Well, no. Okay, you can go here, and you can go here. Oh, I love that. Rom-com-esque. I mean, it's all girls. But there's definitely some funny moments. Like, I feel like me and my manager are very similar in some ways. Like silliness-wise. But, like, she also knows when to be serious and make sure that everything's going how it needs to. Like, it's a good balance. But I know what you mean. Like, the comedy level, definitely. Okay, okay. Do we almost have it? Is that... Oh, crap. Okay. So, no. Can I put this one here? And then put this one down here? And then this one here? Okay. This one goes here. This one goes here. You can move over here. And then I cannot do anything yet. Yeah. Commissioned. Oh, I love that so much. The inclusivity is amazing. That makes me so happy. She was over the moon. I bet. Like, the way the world is right now, you don't expect that level of kindness. Most people don't anymore. And it's very sad. Like, there's just, ugh. I don't want to get into it too bad, but, like, just people, ugh. There's some people that I love right off the bat. There's some people I'm just like, if we could do without the negativity, like, that would be great. Oh my gosh, why is this so bad? Why is this so difficult? So maybe we do, no, okay. Okay, so these are like the same size. This is a different size. Big believer in credit where credit is due. Yes, exactly. And it shouldn't matter where you come from. Anything like that. Like, it shouldn't matter who you are, where you come from. Personal details about yourself. It should be, you're a hard worker? Okay, let's reward the hard work. End of story. Okay. Oh, no. That was good. That should fit. Okay. We're gonna get there. Puppies and rainbows. Oh my gosh. I can be a corporate jerk face if someone annoys me. I mean, sometimes you have to be, though. Like, because essentially your job is to oversee those who are working with the public. Those who are doing big customer service jobs, right? So, like, sometimes you gotta be a jerk to make sure things go the way they need to go. If people, you can't let people run over you all the time, is what I feel it really comes down to. Oh, okay. This is not fitting, but it's fitting. Okay, so this one can go here. Okay. How can I fix this part, though? Okay, we're gonna move you here. And then you can go here. You can go here. It's always the best when you don't have to be a jerk unless you have to be. Like, if that makes sense. I'm so close. Okay. Okay, come on. I love, but I also hate these kind of puzzles. Okay. But that doesn't help me. Okay, maybe put it over here like this. Move this one down. This one can go here. This one can go back right here. But then now this one has nowhere to go. Well, that didn't work out quite how I wanted it to. Let's go back. And try it again. Okay, so we know that we have big square ones that we can't do too much with. Maybe let's try to put this one in this corner. And this little guy in this corner and go around it, maybe? I don't know how well that's gonna work. Alright, you can go up here. And you can go here. Okay, that's perfect. So far, so good. This guy is too big. And we still don't have enough room. Oh, okay. No. What the heck? Why won't that work? Grr. Okay. Well, wait a second. Do we have it? No, we don't. This one's still too big. Nope, still too big. Okay, you can go there. Go here. Here. Oh, so close. Crap. Okay. What about now? No. I've always been brought up to show compassion for others. That's the best way to be. Like, and to be empathetic to others and their situations as well is very important in my opinion. Is like, it just, you should. It's, I don't know, to me it's common courtesy to try to do that. I know that we all have our faults and we're not all always able to do that, but like, you gotta at least try. Okay. So, I don't know. You can go back there. You can do... None of these are the same size enough. And it bothers me. Unless... excuse me? Pretty sure there's enough room there for that. There we go. Maybe? I don't know. I don't like this. Okay, actually, that's a little better. Could that... Oh, no, of course not. So even if I do this, that fits perfectly, but there's, you know, there's just enough to fit that, but not together. Okay. Oh, wait, I have it. I'm so glad I did that. I am so glad I did that. You will fit. You will be fine. Perfect. Yes. I'm so happy. Okay, where is she at? Wait. Why does it sound like the water's running?
Doesn't work. Probably because the well's empty.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. It's gonna be something. Thank you, thank you. Ooh.
Looks like John Pendleton may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
Okay, Immature Plant Hybridizers Association of Great Britain presents the 1912, that was the year the Titanic sank, award for the outstanding achievement to John Pendleton. I actually might be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was April 12th. I don't know if it was 1912. Maurice Vermilliger, president. Okay. Is there anything else I can do? No. Okay. Whoop. Is she here again? Wait, what time? Oh, okay. I can't look at my phone in here at all. Alrighty then. That was that what I wanted to... Oh, the time. 9:32. Okay, so we're making some progress. However, it is 10 o'clock. I am quite tired. I do have to work in the morning, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna make a save. Save file. Curse. Ask Jane. That's what we're gonna do. Ask Jane and get the crank. That way I remember, because otherwise I won't remember what we were doing when we left off. But, yeah, I'm quite tired. I really want to go read my book that I haven't really gotten to read much today. So we're going to go do that. I will be back tomorrow night about 8 o'clock Eastern Time for some more of Nancy Drew, Curse of Blackmoor Manor. If you haven't yet, please make sure to go over to YouTube, like the video, and subscribe. And if you're on Twitch watching, make sure to follow if you like this kind of content. Like I said, I am going to, for those who are a little newer, if you're newer, I am playing through quite a few games this month. Like, I have an entire list. This month, it's Curse of Blackmoor Manor, Ohhailegacy, which is by Chilla's Art, an indie horror developer. And I'm also going to be playing Firewatch. Firewatch has been out for quite a while, because I do remember watching a playthrough of it like 8 years ago or so, maybe. Not that this isn't an older game too, but I'm really excited. We're going to be playing them through in that order, so make sure you try to tune in. My stream days are usually Friday through Sunday, sometimes Monday and Wednesdays. So I will try my best to post on Twitch and post on YouTube my schedules. I also have Twitter that I try to post on. I slack more there than I do anywhere else. But I hope everybody has an amazing night, and thank you for watching.